Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 and today we're in the Creative Builds world in Minecraft. And just behind our beautiful colourful house that we built in the last episode, I found something interesting to do something a little bit different with. Right here on the coastline, can you see we've got the entrance to a cave. So I've put a few blocks just in front of it just to mark it and to give me a thought about what I might want to do for an entrance. Let me take you inside. I've lit it up so you can see. So we've got a nice little sort of entrance area here that we could perhaps widen up a little bit to make into a small room. And then if we go a bit further in, we're going to have to play a little bit with it, but I think we can extend this into our little hill and maybe make a couple of rooms to make a small house. I was kind of thinking maybe we can go off in this direction to add an extra room. Make a room up here, so we could have like a bedroom up here, maybe a living room in this direction, and maybe this central section here we could turn into a kitchen diner or something, maybe a lounge, and then turn this into a nice little entrance. And we can make it as big and posh or as small and hidden as we can think about. So I'm going to do that. It's probably going to take me a while to finish that, so I'm going to give you a short clip of it at each stage of its development. But before we do that, I thought I'd just show you what I'm thinking I might like to do with the walls and the floor. So the only other thing that's I think what we want is a kelp block as well. And here's what I'm thinking. So for the floor area, we're going to want a multiple of 2, because I'm going to use kelp block to put a border all the way around my flooring areas, and then on the inside of it I'm going to use a patterned terracotta, and I'll probably use a different one for each of the rooms. And of course these, if you rotate them for the patterns, they usually come in sections of 4, so that's one style of the pattern. And if we do it the other way, I think I preferred that one because it's kind of got a flower in the centre. But you can see the pattern is 2 by 2, and if I'm adding this edge in, that will add 2 blocks at either side. So we want multiples of 2s. So you could do a square that's 8 by 8, or a rectangle that's 8 by 12, or 8 by 10, or 12 by 14, depending on the size of your actual cave space or how big you make all the spare areas. And then for the wall area, this would probably just be rock. And then on the side of that, what I'd like to do is use a coloured concrete. So I'm using the light blue because this matches the flooring I've chosen, but if you use the pink floor, you probably use a pink wall. If you use the red floor, you'd use a red wall. And what we do is we put a row of 2 concrete, and then we'd use a quartz pillar, but I want to run it so the pillar runs lengthways like so. So we then remove this end block like so, and then on top of that I want to use the white concrete powder because I just want a little bit of texture. You could just use the white concrete if you don't want the texture, or you could use something like wool or something for a different texture. So I want to put 3 rows there, and then in front of this top row I want to use quartz stairs so it looks like the roof is being supported by this. And then on the top, what I'd like to use is the chiselled quartz blocks, so we kind of get a tile effect for the roof, you see, like this. So from inside, this is what it looked like. You've got this pattern with the kelp block around the edge, and then you've got this wall pattern, so you're getting a lot of texture. And then for the roof, you're getting all this beautiful texture up here, look, for like tiling. And then to put in some lighting, you decide based on the size of your room, I'd like to put in the sea lantern, and then on top of it, to make it look like a light shade, I just want to use the iron trapdoor like that. So that's what I'm thinking for the walls and things. So I'm going to give you a little tour through the cave at each stage of its development. So once I've laid out the size of the rooms, then with the flooring and walls in, and then with the furniture in. So I'll come back with all of that with a little bit of music just after this. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. So roll the clips and roll the music.